Yo, what's up, my peoples? It's Jay Cuttz, SalvaEcua. I'm out here with Spankjusbizness
Absolutely. Peace.
on another episode of The Meaning of Life. Shouts to all the people that made this possible, to Charlie, to Kenny, to Rosemary, and to all the people out here in Spectrum. So, Spank, what's up, man?
What's good, Cuts? How you?
I'm all right, bro. Just staying blessed, hard work and just like striving for a more positive day, of course. So what's up, man? Speak about your life and about things that, you feel like the crowd should hear right now.
Pretty much Spankjusbizness. I'm an artist out of Staten Island. I've been doing it for a while, for a lot of years. And I've had the pleasure to work with some of the greats from the island. You know what I mean? Shouts to the whole Wu. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know them as Wu-Tang. Shouts to them. I grew up and those guys were like down the block where I lived, like they were from the same area. So, the connection was kind of close as far as me seeing them, more than the average person would see them. And them knowing my family and things of that nature, so definitely from the island, shouts to everybody out there, Park Hill to be exact. Word, but most definite.
Exactly. And I met you actually in, I believe, 2016, right? I moved in Park Hill in 2015.
Yeah.
And then we met on 2016, and from that time to now, the amount of growth that I've seen is just spectacular. And I'm not even saying it to like flatter anybody. I'm saying it from the viewpoint of somebody that knows how hard it is to make music and to grind. And it's not easy, man. It's a lot of investments. It takes, savings, and you just got to be on point.
All kind of things, you know what I'm saying? Like, you definitely got to stay focused and keep grinding, you know what I'm saying? For real. Like, if you lose focus, it's easy to lose focus out there because there's so much going on. But if you really want it, you'll focus up and you'll get to it. You know what I'm saying? So I try to stay focused throughout all of the stuff that's going on around us, you know what I mean? Being in the neighborhood that we from, like, it be a lot going on, you know what I'm saying? So it's easy to get caught up, you know what I mean?
Exactly. How did it feel to grow up around the Wu-Tang, particularly in the 90s and the beginning of the 2000s, when stuff was still wild around Park Hill? When I just got there, it began calming down within those first few years, but in the beginning I was intimidated because I'm like, stuff be going down out here, and it's like you have to watch out. You got to take care of yourself because it's not a joke.
Yeah, well, it was definitely crazy out there. You know what I'm saying? Like the Wu, they had the whole neighborhood lit as far as the momentum or whatever. And, me being from there, like, I seen a lot of behind the scenes things, like a lot of the fights, the shootouts and all that, you know what I'm saying, growing up. So it kind of made my skin tougher, you know what I'm saying, growing up around that area, seeing them actually be superstars but still coming around the hood to, show they love. You know what I mean?
Exactly. So would you say that you grew numb to the environment? Certain things that might scare somebody else don't frighten you as much, or don't frighten you at all, because this is what you're used to. This is what you've seen since you were young.
Yeah, facts. It definitely was crazy out there. So, growing up and getting through it, I learned a lot. So, like the do's and don'ts. And I seen a whole bunch of stuff happen right before my eyes. So a lot of things that might scare the regular person might not scare me. You know what I mean? Or especially coming from that neighborhood.
And I would say the same thing, like Park Hill, or particularly the trip to California. It gave me real tough skin, because before that, I was aware of the risks involved in certain parts of town, but not like how I understood it at a more mature age. When I actually went through this stuff, and I started to realize it's bad, but it's not that bad when it's the only thing you know.
Yeah. Word, you definitely grow tough skin, and it kind of becomes the norm.
Exactly. And how would you say was the experience with being one of the first people in Park Hill in your time? I'm saying, like, in the bracket that, you know, in the people that were around your age that were making music and stuff. How did it feel to get and form a connection with Hot 9 and then see that a station that you were hearing since you were young now became a station that you are being played in?
I mean, it really feels like a dream come true, you know, because I used to grow up. I grew up in playing basketball in New Up High School, and like a couple of my friends used to be on the bench with me, and we used to just be joking around like Funkmaster Flex night. Like, you know what I'm saying? At the time, I wasn't really rapping, so I didn't think that, you know, it would be able to happen. But as I started getting to it and the things started unraveling and happening, and I'm on the biggest station in the city, I'm like, wow, this is crazy. Like, it's an unexplainable feeling, you know what I'm saying? Like, but it definitely feels great, and a lot of people acknowledge you off of it, you know what I'm saying? So it gave me the push to keep going.
Exactly. Because yeah, when I first met you, I seen it on your social media posts and stuff. I'm like, you're on Hot 9, you're on BET.
Yeah.
You know a lot of people when it comes to this entertainment like world, and I was just impressed because I'm like, you know, like, so many people can be put in an environment, but I believe the way that you were able to conduct yourself around these people is what actually helped you a lot. It's what allowed them to say, hey, let me open a door for this person, you know, in a complete way. Because I've even been around certain people in Hot 9 at festivals and BK or shows,
Yeah.
but I still haven't figured out a way to actually get in there. And I know them. He'll be on Hot 9 DJ in a couple of days. Meanwhile, my dream of being played there is far from there, just because I haven't found that key of how it is to navigate that realm.
And honestly, like, I can honestly say that you know, it's like there's no real formula for it. Like, we just was making music and being in the right place at the right time. And you know, I think before any of this happened, like, DJ Envy played me and my guy Nels on the radio at first on Hot 97. When DJ Envy was on Hot 97, he played a freestyle from us back then, you know what I mean? But when he went to Power 105, like, I started working with DJ Enough, you know, and DJ Enough and DJ Absolute, like, they started spinning my records on primetime radio on Hot 97. And then from there, you know, it caught the air Flex, and then after that, it was out of here. Flex started bombing my records, and from there, you know, it led other people to do features with me, you know what I'm saying? Because I was already moving through the city on my own.
Exactly. And for you to get Funkmaster Flex to play your stuff, it's like a stamp of approval that a lot of people don't even know how it feels, because they won't know or they won't experience that in their lifetime, because it's a very rare occasion. It's not all the time that he actually approves of somebody else's art in that way like that. If anything, he's very outspoken. I've heard him on the radio, and so he doesn't try to sugarcoat things. If he doesn't like somebody's sound, he'll say it right there live.
Yeah, most definite. Yeah, Flex, he's a realist with the music, and you know, they told me, you know, when the music wasn't really good enough, you know what I'm saying, because they wouldn't play it. But when it's right, they played it, you know what I'm saying? So that definitely was a big move in my career from Flex, because like you said, a lot of people can't, you know what I mean, say that they had him do that. But the legends in the city could say that they had him do that, and I'm one of them too. I could say that I had Flex bomb on records too, so the feeling is surreal. Like, just picture growing up, you know, it's like the NBA. You picture yourself growing up, you know what I'm saying, and looking at Jordan play, and then you facing off one night against Jordan, you know what I'm saying, or you on the same team as him to play. It's like that, you know what I'm saying, like, as far as basketball terms. But yeah, Flex is that guy, man. Salute to Flex. Word.
Exactly. And I do want to shout you out, you know, especially because I've said this on live TV, but I'll say it again. You know, I thank God for Spank because he's the first one and the only one that actually wanted to put me on Hot Nine on the radio, you know.
Absolutely.
And he's been extremely understanding and patient. The reason why it still hasn't happened is because of me, you know. So hopefully that allows people to understand that, like, you never know who you're talking to. Treat all people with love, with respect, and be a decent person, because you never know who's going to be there for you, you know. And I've remember when I first met you, seeing you on these platforms, and it's not that I didn't think you would do it. I believe that you was that cool, but it's just sometimes we don't want to approach people like that, because sometimes it might, you know, it might make certain people feel like, oh, this is all that they want me for, and that's not how it is. I wanted to be there for you as a person, for example, as I'm there for my friends and for my family.
Most definitely.
And especially because of the stuff that I've seen that you had to go through, which is extremely unfair. But this is the kind of world that we, you know, have to live in, and we just have no other choice but to move forward from that. But I am thankful for the fact that you even looked my way when it came to that, because I still feel like I still have to work on my sound, even if I have an idea of who I am, on the delivery of the packaging that I put on these songs. I still feel like I have to perfect that.
Most definitely.
So for you to catch me at a point where I'm not even ready, and to say, hey, I'm prepared to put you on this huge platform, Adnan, and I don't even feel like I'm ready, like, that says a lot. It's like, wow, like, I guess I wasn't that crazy when I was following this dream, you know, because they always think you're crazy until you make it.
And that's the thing, when you're a genius, you kind of got to be crazy, because, you know, for you to take the initiative to say, yo, Spank, I want to do a record with you, you know, you kind of already knew what you wanted to do. You probably just didn't know how you wanted to do it. But when you took the initiative to say that, it was like, yo, he's serious about it. So I'm going to, you know, there's a lot of people who will walk past that opportunity, who will probably think that I'm not in position. Like you said, you never know who you're talking to. So, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people who probably will look at me like, oh, what can he do for me? But, you know, being that you came in at the right time and you said the right things, it was like, yo, I got an opportunity over here that I could introduce you to, you know what I'm saying? Like, to show you that, you know, if you believe in yourself, you know, somebody else could believe in you too, and it could help you on your journey. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to show you, like, yo, it could happen. You know what I'm saying? It's still gonna happen too. We just gotta get the record mix, but yeah, just wanted to show you it could happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, and only a select few people get that that shot to do that. You know what I'm saying? So
Exactly.
You'll be one of them too. Word.
So good. I mean, yeah, you know, Hot 9 is the most famous hip-hop radio station in the world. I don't know any radio station as big as Hot 9. You can say stations in California and Texas, but when you're talking about hip-hop and rap music, Hot 9 is the standard. Like, that's
the ones. That's the station right there, man. Salute to Hot 97, man. You know, they brought me out for the Who's Next with Dej Loaf, you know, and Bo D. James. I'll forever, you know, appreciate them for that. Shouts to every DJ in the station, you know. Shouts to all the staff and everybody, man. You know, salute to them.
Exactly. And how did it feel to grow up with the Wu-Tang and then see yourself from a child to the man that you are right now, and then see that you're on songs now with Meth and with all these members, you know, of a group that inherently has the most famous symbol in all of hip-hop, because no matter where you go, that logo of the Wu-Tang is everywhere, you know?
Yeah, I mean, like I said before, it's surreal, you feel me? Like, but, you know, I know that, you know, me doing the joints with them, it solidifies my spot, because, you know what I'm saying, like you said, that those guys got like the famous logo out of hip-hop or whatever. It really is true, they really do. You know, so me being on joints with them, it just opened up more doors for me and my camp and my peoples to, you know, attain that success too. You feel me? And be as big as them. Word.
Exactly. I mean, that's a great inspiration to say that you were around since young.
Yeah,
You know, not too many of us had to or had the chance to experience something like that. Me in particular, I didn't, but I'm glad because in a way I feel like it gave me more time to get myself together. You know, like I
yeah,
think you had to mature faster than me since they were able to put you on these platforms at a younger age.
yeah, yeah.
So you had to be more aware of how to do things in a professional way, of course, something that I'm still learning right now.
Absolutely. I mean, as the situations come and the opportunities come, you kind of learn as you go along. I know I did. I learned as I went along. Like I've made mistakes. You know what I'm saying? I did certain things that people probably would look like. You know, as an artist, why would you do that? But it's all about me. It comes from the heart. So it's all about what I'm doing from the heart. That's why I don't really move the way the whole industry moves. You know what I'm saying? I create my own lane and move like that. You know what I'm saying? That's what keeps me in my pocket.
I got you. And within the next 5 to 10 years, right, where would you say you see yourself as far as the music and the stuff that you have happening in your life right now? You know,
Well, I definitely see myself, you know, helping a lot of people. I see myself being a mogul, and I also see myself, you know, being healthy and leading a lot of people to something positive. You know what I'm saying? As far as if you want to be something, you could be it. You just gotta believe in yourself. You know what I mean? So showing people faith.
I
Pretty
got you.
much.
I got you. Faith, in particular, would you say that's more of faith in God, faith in your dreams, faith in your future? You know,
All of the above. You know,
that's what it
but
is.
like yeah, like faith, you gotta have all of the above. Faith in God, like you just have to have faith. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta believe in it. You feel me? And I think that's when it'll apply when you believe in it.
I got you. What would you say God put you in a position of power because He knew that you would use it in a responsible way? Because not all people have what you have.
Absolutely. I definitely feel like God put me in a position because He knew like I was born for this. You know what I'm saying? And He knew like I would definitely be responsible for it, and I would anoint the people who deserve to be anointed, and put the people on who deserve to be put on. And I wouldn't be stingy with it, but I also wouldn't just give it to anybody. You know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't just given to anybody when it came to me. Like I had to literally put in the work, the groundwork, the footwork, blood, sweat, and tears, and then boom, a couple of situations happened, and now I'm like, oh yeah, I got the features with the goats. It's lit now. I got the situation with Hot Nine. You feel me? So it's like seeing something and then living through it. Like wow. Word.
I got you. I mean, it's a wise thing to talk the way that you're talking because, especially now that I have a connection with the TV station and Spectrum and stuff, I'm also feeling the same way. It would be nice to help the whole world, but we have to be careful when it comes to giving power to certain people because remember that they could use it against us, and it hurts because
Absolutely.
it's like, bro, you know, like you gave him, you know, this opportunity to be blessed, and for you to see him use it to, for example, take down what you're doing, it hurts because it's like, damn, like I wanted the best for you, and you wanted this for me. That's why I salute you in the way that you think because I believe that God can send you certain people for you to help, and then there's certain people that, as much as you might want to help them,
Yeah.
you know, God will tell you don't because He knows that this person might
Yeah.
really do you wrong, and it might not even be something that you can fix so easily. You know.
That's a fact. That's a fact. When it's meant to happen, it's gonna happen. You feel me? So that's what I believe in. That's how I move. Like I'm not easily moved by, you know, the norm or what people do and what people think. I think outside the box all the time, you know, and I could stand on that. You feel me? So that's how I move. Thinking outside the box and doing what I feel is right. You know what I mean? Whether other people feel like it's wrong or not.
I got you, bro. And I've also seen these scenes, man, where you go to Summer Jam and you're in backstage with Casanova. You know, he's somebody that, you know, got into something, unfortunately, but may God bless him and his family.
Yeah.
Or like a lot of these people that you can say that, like, they were in their prime
Mm-hmm.
and you're around them. Like
Yeah.
they're normal people, and they are.
Yeah.
But I'm saying it's just like surreal how, like, you know, like you can be on the block one day and then
Yeah.
the following day you're with this guy who's a millionaire,
That's a fact.
etc. You know.
You never know where you could end up in life, you know what I'm saying? So, and like you said earlier, you know, you never know who you speaking to, so speak with respect. You feel me? Because, you know, you could be speaking to somebody and think they nobody, and they could be like the biggest plug or the biggest person to help you get where you need to be. You know what I'm saying? And what determines them helping you out is how you come across, how you come off, how you carry yourself. So if those things is off, they might not want to help you. You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta always make sure you're prepared. You know what I'm saying? And you're willing to accept what they gonna give you. You feel me? As far as the help.
Exactly. And at the same time, right, we never know where somebody is gonna end up. Like, me and you could not predict back then when you met me that I would have a TV show right now.
Yeah,
At all.
facts.
Then I rose to some type of power, right? And now I'm in a position to give back to you.
Yes, sir.
But you showed me respect and you showed love even before you had an idea of me at some point in my life having the position that I have.
Yeah.
And that just goes to show you that the benefit in being that way is that now you are one of the select few that I would want around me for
That's
the
a
most
fact.
part,
Yeah,
regardless
yeah.
of how big this success gets, because I know how you were before I even had all this.
Most
And that shows the character of who you are as
Yes,
a
sir.
person. You know what I mean? Because it's easy to be nice to somebody when they're in a position, but you know, when they're a normal person,
Yeah.
it's like that's how you know that somebody's actually is built the right way. You know, show love to the guy in the bottom the same way as the guy on the top, as an example. You know?
Absolutely. And like I said, like I definitely believed, you know what I'm saying? Like when you came around me, I know you had ambition. So I said, yo, like whatever he's working on, I'll help him. It's not, you know, rocket science. You feel me? It's like, yo, if you got ambition and you come across respectful, I rock with it. So I'm proud of you even having this establishment and calling me up like, yo, Spank, let's do this, because a lot of people get places and then they just forget about you. You know what I'm saying? So you kept your word and you say, yo, whatever I got going on, I'm gonna include you, and we here now. You know what I'm saying? Living it out.
Exactly. I mean, it's almost like God knew the future. You know, it all found its way, you know, in that form. You know, I even had a dream of being in Hot 9 before this even happened. I remember I told you this a while back.
Yeah.
So it was like, you know, like the past was already preparing me for the future, saying this is where you're gonna be at. Get ready, because you know, like sometimes we ask for things and then when they show up, we're like a little nervous now. We're like, hey, I don't know if I wanted this, you know, but I'm gonna just go for it, you know.
Yeah. It's like that sometimes, but sometimes that's just your adrenaline and the anticipation, you know, coming through you, because you know that is so much of it's a big opportunity, and you don't want to mess it up, you know. But sometimes you just gotta go all out to where it's like, all right, if I mess up, at least I tried. You feel me? Because if you don't try, you never gonna know if you would have succeeded or not. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And how would you say it felt to meet all these famous people? I do want to speak about one in particular, but let's speak about that before we, you know, talk about controversial topics, of course.
Yeah. I mean, when I meet celebs, you know, it depends on like who it is, and like when I meet them, it's like if there's somebody that was like a fave or something like that, you know, I don't get fanned out, but I'll show them love, like, you know what I'm saying? On some, yo, that's such and such or whatever. But me meeting a lot of celebs, it's like I feel like I'm a celeb too. So, you know, I just move around like that, like, yo, all right, boom, that's such and such, peace. As long as it's respect, then, you know, it's nothing to talk about. It's just, yo, what up? Keep it moving, or we gonna network and build, or not. You know what I'm saying? But they human beings just like us, you know what I'm saying? Or some of them down to earth, some of them not.
Exactly. What would you say it shocked you to see like some of these people that maybe you looked up to that were rude to you probably when you met them, or not even rude, but they weren't that accepting of you? Like that happened to me once. There was some rapper. I'm not gonna say his name because I don't gossip and stuff like that, especially on my platform. I just speak about life. But I was saying there was this one dude that's a huge famous guy signed by like a huge guy. It's these people that know people, and he didn't really embrace me. But that's because he probably thought I was a threat. But again, it's like you got to put yourself in their shoes. You don't know people. You're famous. You got random people just screaming, trying to run up to you. You don't know their intentions. So,
Facts.
That's what happened. But I'm saying, has that happened to you? Like somebody who like, damn, I looked up to you and you didn't embrace me the way that you should have.
Yeah, many a times. I looked up to a lot of people where, they let me down, and after that, I just stopped looking up to them. But as a man, as a grown man, I look up to myself. But there was a time where I looked up to certain people, but they showed me that they wasn't worthy for them to be looked up to. You know what I mean? So I stopped looking up to them. I stood over them. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not one of those. I'm not a pushover and none of that. So if you show me a little funny side, I don't care if you're a legend, I don't care if you're a celebrity. It's like, as a man, if you're not respecting me, then I'm a holler. You feel me? It's regular, simple shit.
Exactly.
I don't even know if we could curse, but
No, it's cool. I would say that I also reached that age, man, where I don't put them on a pedestal like I used to.
Yeah.
Back then, I would have probably jumped up and been happy, but now if I see a celebrity, I'm just chilling. I mean, he's a regular person. I'm not about to put somebody on a throne that, they don't belong in because they're not God. They're
facts.
human beings.
Absolutely.
They got talent, they got, social status, but hey, they could get sick just like I could get sick,
That's a fact. Yep. It's just a certain type of respect. If you're a legend, I'm around you, I'm gonna make sure, you keep that legendary status. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna let nothing happen to you or none of that. You feel me? On my watch. Everybody's not like that though. You feel me? Some people give a fuck if you're a legend. Some people care if you're a celeb or not. They don't care. You feel me? Some people actually have vendettas against celebrities because they feel like, who do you think you are? But at the same time, it's like they are somebody, you know what I'm saying? And you don't know what's going through their mind, Like, you gotta respect everybody. Everybody has to respect the respected. That's it.
I got you. One topic that's very controversial, especially nowadays, right, is the topic when they're talking about Bad Boy and P. Diddy and stuff, and not to say too much, but you've met him before. You haven't had a close relationship like you have had with the Wu-Tang, but that's because they came from Park Hill.
Yeah.
That's the hood that you're from.
Uh-huh.
And so that makes more sense. But I'm saying, how did it feel to have met him from the viewpoint of just knowing him from shows or from events, and then seeing all this controversy arise and this bad press that practically destroyed his name and his life in certain forms? And it's scary because it shows you, like, the same way that people don't know who they're talking to in a good way, people don't know who they're talking to in a bad way. So how did that make you feel?
Well, it's crazy because, I did meet Diddy, and I never seen, like, no funniness around him. Like, as far as when I was around him, I seen him at I think like a powerhouse or something like that backstage, and he was cool. Like, those are the type of guys you can't really just walk up on and approach, but me, I was able to just walk up on him and chop it up with him for a while and tell him that, I record in your studio, because I was recording in his studio, which was called Daddy's House, pause. I recorded in his studio for like around 2 years, in the beginning of my career. So I definitely recorded around him and stuff like that, but I never been to his parties or anything like that, you know what I mean? But it's definitely a crazy situation, how you could have that much status and then a couple allegations could just have you thrown in the feds and shit like that, So, hold your head, Diddy. Word. I never seen you do no funny shit, so that's me. You know what I'm saying? Word.
I got you. It is possible, this is just something so that people can understand. It is possible to know somebody and not be involved with them like that, then something like that happens. I haven't seen that exact scenario play its part in my life, but I've seen something that is similar. Like I told you before, I knew somebody that, he did some really bad stuff out here, and got caught up, and I wasn't involved with him like that, so I had no idea. But it's possible to know somebody, and then when they go home, you have no idea what they're doing, you know. So that's just an example like that. Like I just want people to understand, because people think that, oh, if you knew P Diddy at some point, you have to have something to do with it. No, you can just say hi and bye, and when a guy goes home, it's his life anyway. He's allowed to not tell you anything.
Yeah.
If you're not close to somebody, you have no idea, you know?
Facts. Or, hell yeah. Diddy. Free him. But I don't condone, you know, the Cassie thing or none of that. You know what I mean? And beating Cassie or whatever the case may be. I don't condone none of that. But as far as him and the freak offs and all that, like I never been there. I never seen it. So, you know, I don't know about that, but yeah, free him.
I got you. Yeah, you would have to be at a certain stage in the entertainment industry, I believe, to even be in there.
Yeah.
Because I've met famous people, but all that Illuminati shit that they're talking about, secret societies, like when you're really involved in them, when you're at a certain status, that's when you start seeing stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you decide to surround yourself around that. Because me in particular, I would have not, even if I was famous and if I was up there,
Yeah.
I would have never joined in activities like that. Because not that, you know, it's something that, you know, it's so bad, but it's just not my thing.
Absolutely.
You know, I've had certain people from the hood, from the barbershop, you know, try to say, hey, let's go over here with these white girls. And I'm like, yeah, I can't do that. I'm not going to be around the other dudes or the people while, you know, I'm not like that. I just feel like my style is more of a man and a woman. That's it. And she got to be like a real one, like, you know, not on some next shit and just say, oh, I'm going to hit that just because it's something to do now. Like, she got to be somebody that I can trust, that I believe that she won't go around talking a whole bunch of wild stuff just because she's mad.
Absolutely. That's a fact. Hell yeah.
Exactly.
Word.
It's important, man. It's important to be around people that are loyal. You know what I mean? It'll make life easier, you know, having friends that are loyal, family members, females, you know, it's just, that's the thing. It's an honor thing.
Yeah, facts. It definitely, loyalty is definitely key. You know what I mean? If you can find some loyal people out there, hold on to them, because there's not many out there, for real.
Exactly. And that's why I tell people, like, to really value those few people that sincerely have love for you, that will be your friend, that will be a family member or a chick that will be with you until the end, because that's so rare to find nowadays. You know what I mean? That's why I value my real friends. This ain't even like a social status thing or plugs or stuff like that. If I joined you with this stuff with Hanan, it's because I feel like I could trust you.
Absolutely.
You know, because there's certain people that I heard, like, stories, I don't know how true it is, that, you know, certain people in this entertainment world be sacrificing each other, or they be putting each other in the back burner.
Yeah, I heard about that stuff
off.
too, man. But you know, hopefully it's not true. I haven't experienced any of it, but I definitely heard a lot about that. You know what I'm saying? As far as sacrificing and all of that and doing all that. But I haven't seen it myself. But I definitely heard a lot about it. You feel what I'm saying? So it's crazy that people could actually be that crazy to do that. But we've been so organic with ours. I don't know if we ever was introduced to certain things. You feel me? Like, so, you know, if we probably was signed or signed some papers with somebody, you know what I mean? Then maybe, but you know, we kept it independent, and it's still, you know, straight out the backyard. So I haven't seen any like sacrifices or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's straight off the muscle, straight off of the, you know, the grind.
Exactly. That's dope, man, because people think that just like the only way to get famous or to be rich, not that we all want that, because I don't want to be famous, but the reality is that, you know, the same way Satan, he can make somebody famous from that idea of somebody selling their soul, is the same way that God is able to make somebody famous. It's just about what you stand for and how you do it. So we can be famous to speak on God's behalf, as an example, to use the music that we make as a tool to reach people out there, to be of the community, to be of a positive impact for the people, right? But it just depends on what kind of circumstance it happens in that allows it to, for somebody to either say this is the devil or this is God. So if I get famous off of just doing a whole bunch of music that has to do with like a lot of negativity and a lot of stuff that is destroying the youth, then who would you say made me famous? So that's why it's a good thing to be aware of that and to understand that God can still make you famous, and you don't have to sell your soul. You might have to work harder. You might have to go through more things because of your values, and you might even have to suffer more. But I believe that at the end, it's worth it, and that's what I'm trying to go through. If I have to, if this is what God has for me and you, this is what I would rather go through. I would rather be famous in a good way.
Absolutely. Yeah, likewise. Word.
Exactly. So let's speak about these songs that you have, man, these new songs that you've been working on, man. What's the meaning of it? How do you feel about, expressing yourself, in this hip-hop world,
Well, the first one, Birkin, I would say Birkin is me, talking to the ladies and, letting them know that if they act right, they could possibly get a gift, which is a Birkin, which is an expensive bag, and, it's cliche because it's like, it can be anything. It doesn't necessarily have to be a Birkin, but you will be rewarded when you act accordingly. You feel what I'm saying? So that's something that, I wanted to put out there as far as who I am as a person. And I came up with Birkin. It's a sample from Fabulous and Drake's Throw It in a Bag remix. And I had GP Beat Bangers make that, who actually produces for Vado and Jim Jones. So he put that together, and I came up with the joint for the ladies. And that one right there, Birkin, that like flexing them, they gravitated to that, and they've been spinning that, dropping bombs on that. You know what I mean? Appreciate it. The next one is Bulletproof. Shout out to my guy Sekra Beats. He's out of Russia. He sent me a couple beats, and I picked out the ones that I was feeling, and I recorded Bulletproof in one of my sessions. And it took a few months, but I came up with the concept behind it, you know what I'm saying? With the Cybertruck, you know what I mean, and all that. I came up with the concept behind it as the time went, and Rosenberg had that spinning on the record for like 2-3 months during the summer, and I just put it out. Bulletproof. Yeah, that's a joint that's out there too. Go check it out on YouTube Music. Birkin, you can check that out on all platforms, Spotify, all that. And one of my latest joints that I'm working on right now is a freestyle called Top 5 Freestyle. And I talk a lot. I big myself up a lot as far as on the music tip because, I feel like I'm one of the nicest rappers, the best rapper ever. And a lot of people, like not a lot of people, but there's some people who feel like I'm not or may not be, So with this Top 5 joint, it's just me going bar for bar, letting them know that, like if somebody can mess with this, then I'll give them the crown. But if they can't, then the crown stays here. That's how I felt about it. So that's the latest joint I'm about to drop real soon called Top 5, or original joint made by FLX Beats. Shouts to them.
All right, bro, that's dope. You should feel like you're the nicest. At the end of the day, you have to live with yourself.
Yeah.
So it makes sense for somebody to view themselves as, I'm going to be the best person that I can be.
Absolutely.
I think what separates that from being an arrogant person is the way you approach it. Yeah. So you're a humble person, so you can feel like that without offending people. But people will still get offended because they just get offended off of anything.
Facts.
I could be breathing right now and they'll still be like, oh, I'm offended he's alive. It is what it is, you know what I mean? Times is hard and people are people, and not all people are meant to be on our path. When we see people like that, we just gotta understand that, hey, maybe they weren't meant to be around me. That's why they feel like that about me.
That's a fact.
And it's a good thing to kind of see that early on in the game. That way, they don't have to sneak up on you and do some weird stuff like that. You know what I mean? Because it's a lot of that stuff happens out here, especially me. I've gone through so many people in my life that I've tried to be cool with that it's just like, you know, they have issues, and I have to understand that. It's not even that they're bad people. They have issues towards themselves.
Yeah, facts.
They're a danger towards themselves. How are they gonna be around me and not be safer? You know what I mean?
Word. Sometimes, you know, it's people's problems. Like, they have problems within themselves, so they can't, you know, they can't ever see you doing good. They don't want to hear no good news about you. You know what I mean? And those are the people who, like, suffer. Those are the people who, you know, they don't have any belief in their self. So they try to take it out on you on some, nah, we can't believe in you. Who you think you are? When really you just believe in yourself a little bit more. You have the faith. You feel me? That they don't have. And that's why they might see you in a different light. They might be a little jealous because they don't have that faith. You know what I'm saying? They don't have that belief in themselves. You know? But for the people that do got the belief in themselves, you could be somebody. Just stay on top of your game. But
Exactly. And I like how you said in that song that if she's a good woman, you're gonna reward her,
yeah,
right, for that love, right, for that positivity, for that contribution that she brings to your life, which is the way that a man should think. And I like that because it practically shuts up a lot of these simps out here that will reward a chick for being disrespectful and for violating either verbally or in a physical way. And I think society, or I think females in this world have became the way that they became, which is extremely bold, not in the best way possible, because a lot of men are rewarding her for her bad behavior just because she got a box. And that's what allows them to become like that, because then she goes to the next man and say, hey, this last guy took all my shit. Now I can dump this all on you because he was feeding for the box. And that shows the power of a woman and of the way that we have desire for them. And it's a normal thing. It's a beautiful thing to desire a woman and her beauty and to want to be with her, but not to the point where I dishonor myself for the
taking
box.
disrespect and all that. Nah, we not doing that.
I got you. So that's a simp
how
to
bad
me.
you are.
Yeah. So that's like, to me, that's like a simp. Like when he'll just let her walk all over him just because he has some kind of benefits. And so to make music that goes against that is great, because now you could be an example to the youth, to these guys out here, that you only reward a woman when she's being of a positive contribution to your life. You don't reward her bad behavior, because it's just going to teach them to continue this toxic pattern of behavior. And then for the next man, you know, he's going to inherit all of the BS that you had to go through or I had to go through, you know?
That's a fact. Word.
Exactly. I've left females because of stuff like that. I think the last chick, she's in Canada now. She got tight because I didn't want to go out there. But I was trying to say, I told you, if you don't apologize and if you don't, you know, change your ways with me, it don't matter if you're calling me or if we're talking online. I'm like, she remembers me. Because, you know, I was in LA with her stuff. But I told her, like, you don't apologize to me, I'm not going to reward you. She didn't apologize. I'm like, all right, you're not going to see me.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I mean?
Let her know, though, at least, you feel me? And she can clean it up.
It hurts because we want to be there for them. Sometimes you love a chick with all your heart. And you would sacrifice yourself for her and all these things, and that's not bad. But it's the fact that she's taking advantage of that, you know, knowing that, you know, that love that you have for her, it could be used in a bad way, of course, you know?
Absolutely. Yes, sir.
Exactly. And, you know, we're about to get to the performances, but before we get to that, this is something that I would like to ask. You know, what would you say is the meaning of life for you, since the show is called The Meaning of Life? You know?
The meaning of life, to me, is life, is living. You feel what I'm saying? You know, staying in motion. You know, accomplishing things, taking care of your family, you know, and always being honest, you know, even when the odds are stacked against you, you know, staying honorable in any situation. You know, that's what life means to me. You know, living.
Exactly. Well, that's a good response, man. I see eye to eye, you know. For me, it's like doing what God's saying you to do with all those things that you said, like fulfilling your purpose. But your purpose still is attached to these good things that you said, which is being an honest person, especially when you're with God, being there for your family, following your dreams, all these positive things that, you know, it's actually, I believe it's a sin to waste your life, not your life, but for people to waste their lives because they're not using the power that God gave them, the gifts that God gave them, the talent.
Yeah.
So it's a very dope thing that you said, that hopefully these people out here see that, you know, and it's something that, you know, they can use to push forward, you know what I mean, in life. And the other thing that I wanted to ask you was that the rap industry is stereotyped to be a very dangerous place. There's violence, there's crime. From the time that we've been kids till now, how many rappers have been arrested or have passed away or have gone through all these things, right? How does that make you feel, being that you're in an industry that's kind of dangerous? And I'm aware of it too, but I'm doing it for God, so that's what keeps me going.
It kind of goes back to us when we said, you know, like celebrities is regular people too. You know, so death and sickness and illness and things like that is not exempt from celebs. You feel me? But at the same time, it's like, you know, celebs and being in that light, in that industry, being in this industry, it is dangerous, but it's dangerous everywhere. It's dangerous anywhere. You feel me? Like, you could just walk in, you could be out in Calabasas or the nice neighborhoods, and it could still go down. You know what I'm saying? That's what happened to Pop Smoke, which happened to be a rapper. You feel me?
I passed by Hollywood Hills. It's a very nice place.
Which happened to be a rapper, which happened to be another regular person. But at the same time, you know, he was in the wrong place at the wrong time. You feel me? Like, you know, and not to take nothing away from Pop, because I love pop music and everything. But you know, being in the Airbnb or whatever, and you got the wrong people around you, you just gotta move smart, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because everywhere is dangerous. Not only the music industry, everywhere is dangerous. It's more cutthroat in other industries than the music industry. But the music industry is televised. That's why, you know, a lot of people see it as, you know, demonic or bad or whatever the case may be. But I feel like it's like that in any industry, and, you know, it's cutthroat out here.
Exactly. Well, look, my people, this is a great interview. We're going to go to these performances. Shouts to my bro Spank.
Yes, sir.
Wu-Tang, all the people out here at Park Hill. Holla at me, all right?
Yes, sir. Shouts to Cuttz. Long live my brothers, Reno and Blicky. You know, this year is the 9th year since they've been taken from us, you know, and I just want to give them a big shout out. Shouts to my family, you know, built for tough. Shouts to my lady. Shouts to my son. Let's do it.
Yeah. I will put a shot in your torso. D.O. lines come across the top like a cornrow. Because I'm fly, I got dots doing porno. Put a whole pie in a box like the Giorno. My order Marglo, Terminator, that's on no. Snub nose, sneeze at you, spitting a long nose. I could pull a bit, the Lamborghini Gallardo, the Maybach, the Ghost, or the Mercy Largo. All I do is eat in the booth, y'all ain't grubbing. Even if I had a ski in the booth, y'all ain't huffing with me. Yeah, I had to flip the doors up on them. They in the building, but I'm a couple floors up on them. They hitting stiffers, I'm a couple whores up on them. Now stiffers is on a tour bus with your cups on them. She launched up on them, came in the winner circle. Can't have no picture frames in your inner circle. I used to go to Autobahn just to get the purple. Now we going into all of y'all like into this curfew. And I'm the top of NY now, so tell Diddy, J and 50 this shit's mine now.
Yeah, that one right there, yeah, that's top 5.
Diamond ring, shiny thing, call me king. Simple thing, my everything.
Listen,
Angel
we out
sing,
here.
simple thing.
Talk about we didn't have a choice, had to push beyond, had to use my voice. Streets was deadly, but I made them pennies. After everything I seen, need a shot of Henny. Came back, I seen Angelus, you could check it out, it's so scandalous. Now I'm moving like a better man, I done learned a lot, I done cock a lands. East Coast, West Coast, high demand. Dream of high nine, I'm getting a chance, like a prophecy that will be fulfilled. Got my faith in God, you can see it's real. Not forgetting that we from the hill, and we came from nothing, so we gotta build. Time to work, got no time to chill. Let me give back, let me get the mills. Touch the sky, that's my type of time, I was sent to you, it could be divine. You survived a lot when you could've died. Got a higher purpose that will make you shine. It's about the actions that behind the rhyme, like a Dave East, different type of time. Like a gift to life, to the humankind. Had to wait a long time, had to get in line. Had to sacrifice everything I had, ain't believe in me. Could've sent my back, could've shown me love when I had it bad. Could've said I'm sorry, that was really sad. Had to patch my wounds and ignore my hurt. Had to put my pain inside the track and verse. Used to be ignored, now I'm getting hurt. Used to be a loose, now I got to work. I don't need all them diamond rings, I don't need all them shiny things. I don't need y'all to call me king. All I want is the simple things. All we need is the simple things. And to live life, that's my everything. Hear my cry, hear the angel sing. Spread love, this is simple things.
All I need is a range and a thing that go bang. Me and Jay Cuttz came from different walks, but the destination's still the same. I just elevated through the pain, then we celebrated through the rain. When it came to driving the game, I was designated with the lane. Shoot first, ask questions last. Know some brothers here, so I'm set to blast. Had some times where I was second to none, and times where I was next to last, but I always stood 10 toes. Send a nigga whole team a centerfold. Real ones, we don't bend a fold. Real ones, we don't bend a fold. From the killer hill up the hot nine. Take your shot, I shot mine. We gorillas here, nigga, not lying. Green light, no stop signs. And I'm still in my prime. It's my time on your watch. Deal hotter than the stove top. Me and Cuttz tryna glow trap. Sure you know that I'm on top. She always telling me don't stop. These are based on true stories. These other rappers are soap ops. Deal dub is a show shot. Show up and show out. All I need is a Mary J like Young Meth with the blowout.
I don't need all them diamond rings, I don't need all them shiny things. I don't need y'all to call me king. All I want is the simple things. All we need is the simple things. And to live life, that's my everything. Hear my cry, hear the angel sings. Spread love, this is simple things.
Diamond ring, shiny thing, call me king. Simple thing, my everything. Angel sing, simple thing.
Oh yeah. I got niggas, they got hitters. Make me call them, make them come get you. I got hitters, all that nigga, all that nigga, all that nigga, all that nigga. I got hitters, don't make me call them, make them come get you. Cause I'm that nigga, all that nigga. I'm that nigga, I'm that nigga, I'm that nigga. I got hitters, don't make me call, make them come get you. I'm that nigga, I'm that nigga, I'm that nigga, I'm that nigga. I got hitters, they got hitters, don't make me call, make them come get you. They ain't even try to play with none of you niggas. Y'all ain't even tryna go there with none of my killers. We stone cold gorillas, back guns at the chillers. Got the Girl Scout cookies, and my dust that's vanilla. Who them niggas? We them niggas. We them nigga. Them heaters with her. I'm that nigga. I got hitters. Don't make me call them. Make them come get you. Cause I'm that nigga. 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 I got hitters. Don't make me call them. Make them come get you. I'm that nigga. I'm that nigga. I'm that nigga. Yeah. I'm that nigga. Put your hands on your chest, we won't pledge allegiance with it. We in every club, we don't threaten people, picture. Fuck this Instagram shit. Niggas fit to meet up with you, see if you really that hater that you say you be on Twitter. I got hitters, they got hitters. Don't make me call them, cause they gon' get you. And we some official niggas, just tryna get richer, yeah. So when you see us in the street, pay homage and no other get it mixed up. I'm that nigga. I got hitters. Don't make me call them. Make them come get you. Cause I'm that nigga. 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 I got hitters. Don't make me call them. Make them come get you. I'm that nigga. I'm that nigga. I'm that nigga. I'm that nigga. I'm that nigga.